Hello and welcome to Tech London 2023. My name is Alon Sinai. I'm delighted to be joined now by Roee Furman. Roee is a managing director of Doral Energy-Tech Ventures. Roee, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning.
Pleasure. Yeah, good morning. First of all, will it be great to hear a short introduction regarding what your firm does and your role within the firm?
Yeah, so I joined Doral Energy about 2.5 years ago. Doral Energy is a publicly traded company, global renewable energy developer. We develop renewable energy projects globally: solar, wind, biogas, waste to energy, and so on. And I joined in order to establish the corporate innovation and investment arm, corporate VC, like you have financial VCs. So I'm adding corporate VC, which we have beyond the financial angle, also a strategic angle to our investments. Um, so we have three main pillars of activities. The first one is very strong ties with universities and academia. So we finance and sponsor some applied research programs, either some agreements that we sign with universities, with the Technion, with Bar-Ilan universities, and so on. The idea is to support some innovators and science that can tackle climate change and energy transition, and to generate new IP, basically. The later on, they can spin off as startups and so on. So this is the first pillar. The second pillar is we're doing a lot of ecosystem activities. So we built an accelerator program in collaboration with Banca Polim and Shmonematayim Impact, H200 Impact, like a dedicated program for early stage startups in the climate and energy tech spaces. We also collaborated with European Innovation and Technology Institute for set up a bootcamp for more mature companies. And the idea was to create scale-up program towards the European market, either for Israeli startups or for startups from the EU. And third, we invest globally. So we have direct equity investments in startups. We have 16 startups in our portfolio from Israel, from the US, and also from Europe. And this is in a nutshell about our activities.
Yeah, you mentioned the investments. I mean, is it certain stages, certain amounts? How do you invest?
So I think that today there is sort of a blurred line between all of these stages, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we invest as long as it makes financially sense. We prefer to do more early stage investments, but we can also do later on when there is a very interesting added value that we can bring as also as not only financial investor but also strategic investor. I'm proud to say that we co-invest and collaborate with the top tier financial VCs, sovereign wealth funds, and also other corporations. And I'm thrilled to say that there are some investments that we've done with, for example, Saudi Aramco, like their venture arm. So obviously there is no yet peace agreement between Israel and Saudi Arabia, but and hopefully it will happen soon. But in the meantime, on the business to business collaboration and understanding that climate change has no boundaries. So we have the privilege to collaborate and to co-invest with them in order to grow companies in that spaces. So this is like one example, the Breakthrough Energy Ventures of Bill Gates funds also, and many others. And we see this as a complementary effort of lots of corporations that join forces in order to support and boost this ecosystem of startups and innovators. And in Israel, I'm really glad to see that there is a transition. Lots of great entrepreneurs tapping into the space, knocking on our doors by asking, give us a multi-billion-dollar challenge to solve. And I think it's an exciting time on these climate tech and energy tech spaces, especially in the conditions where market condition and interest rate went up, but still you can see a lot of dry powder and financing goes into these startups. It's a matter of we should act today in order to overcome these global challenges.
Yeah, you mentioned the Israeli ecosystem. Do you see specific sectors, specific fields in which Israeli startups are more involved, they have more to contribute?
I think that the entrepreneurial spirit of the Israeli teams and founders are very unique. And we grew up. I grew up in the military intelligence, so that we live in an environment. It can take complex problems, and basically there is no like ceiling. You can do, the sky is the limit of what we can do. So this mindset and approach to tackle fundamental challenges and problems of, for example, how do we tackle carbon emissions and GHG emission as a whole, or even to manufacturing green steel. So we have a company from our portfolio that Helios that try to and actually demonstrate a novel process to produce green metals and green steel. So Israel, which you do not see like this type of steel mills and factories and so on, but the Israeli innovation definitely tap into these spaces. There is a lot of talent in Israel from the academia, electrochemists, chemists, and so on. And I think that this combination of the can-do approach, the entrepreneurial grit, and challenges that founders today would like to see more than just financial returns and an exceptional financial outcome. They want to also see positive impact on humanity, on our planet, and so on. So this double bottom line attracts a lot of talent into this space. I'm super optimistic, and especially because we see that not only second timers and third timers, but also new founders started their ideation processes towards climate, towards energy, and when the great teams are there, and adding to that this can-do approach and the creativeness of the Israeli ecosystem, I think we have a bright future as an ecosystem. Having said that, we do need to collaborate. We do need to create and to add more governmental support on the one hand, and to improve a little bit on the regulation that can embrace such sandboxes for startups, early stage startups, to try and test their technologies. But as a whole, I think that Israel will play a significant role in this transition, and I'm happy to be part of these funds in the local market that can support the startups and the founders to go global and to bring other investors from all over the world. Actually, we led some investments in Israel, and we attract some foreign investors to do the first investments in Israel. And surprisingly, it wasn't in the cyber or fintech or most of the mainstream, if you will. The first investment stepped into energy, climate.
It's fantastic. Roee, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you.